This is what depletion looks like from the inside. Yesterday we explored why the tiredness feels disproportionate, the hidden programs running alongside visible life. Today, what depletion actually feels like from the inside before words form, not the dramatic breakdown, the high-functioning kind that looks fine from the outside. It appears as a faint reluctance before ordinary things. A conversation, task, or engagement arrives with a slight extra weight, not dread, something subtler. Participation now needs a gear change that once happened automatically. There's a quiet narrowing of range. Emotions flatten. What should delight falls short. What should frustrate feels flat. The full spectrum compresses into a neutral middle ground that isn't peace, it's just diminished capacity. There's a disconnection from ordinary pleasure. The meal that should satisfy, the weekend that should restore, everything is technically fine, yet the response sits slightly below what the moment deserves. Not depression, just going through the correct motions. Underneath runs the quiet thought, something must be wrong with you for feeling this, because life looks fine. Others seem to manage. That self-judgment is the costly second layer. Spinoza saw joy as a passage to greater perfection, an increase in what the body and mind can receive and do. Depletion is the reverse, a real reduction in that capacity. After running expensive programs for a long time, the machine narrows your range of engagement. This isn't a character flaw, it's the physiological result of sustained invisible maintenance. Gurdjieff was precise. A machine running on mechanical fuel, fear, habit, maintaining old patterns, is far less efficient than one fueled by genuine interest. The programs we've examined this month burn mechanical fuel. They keep things going, but they don't replenish. The deficit slowly compounds. Naming the texture of depletion accurately, the faint reluctance, narrowed range, muted pleasure, doesn't fix it immediately, but it removes the second layer. Self-criticism begins to drop when you see depletion as the machine's honest report, not personal failure. It also gives clear information about real restoration, not more sleep, not a tighter schedule, not willpower against exhaustion. Restoration requires gradually reducing the heaviest programs, withdrawing energy from patterns that no longer serve. This is what the month has been building toward. Not a better self, but a more accurately functioning one. Energy directed where it's actually needed, instead of unseen maintenance. If this describes what you're living with, the deconstruction practice is made for exactly this. I offer a free 30-minute introductory session. Book it here.